guys, welcome to or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. Spring 2025 Chanel event. What I got in New York, J.Crew. Are we ready? Shall we jump in?
Hey guys, welcome back. I've missed you. I have not done a video. Today is over a week. I think the last video I did for you was last Monday. So today we are going to talk about what I did, what I ate, where I went, what I wore in New York. I just got back Saturday from Soho, and then I went to Bergdorf to a Chanel event.
I know there's a whole load of you screaming. "Ah, I got back from Soho." Is that the only place she ever goes? And it's like, why can't she just say, I got back from New York?
It was the launch of their new spring collection and some new bags. So I'm going to take you through my whole trip. And what I hope that you gain from these videos, it's several things. It's one, maybe some ideas of where to stay. You know, I did stay at my favorite hotel. Maybe some outfit ideas, some inspiration, and some just girl time sharing, and some pretty things. It's never too...
Some pretty things. God forbid we'd have ugly things.
To brag or anything like that. It's just to share with you my experience. I really feel like everything is better when you can share it with someone who also loves that same thing.
Share. Do you know the actual meaning of the word share? Because I don't think you fucking do. Dumbass.
Also, when you can share the excitement. Even when I was shopping with Maria, who is my sales associate at Bergdorf, I told her it's so much more fun shopping with her. Like, I would never have the same experience if I were to just walk in there and be by myself the whole time. I
thought you loved your me time. You loved time by yourself, but you wouldn't have a good time shopping by yourself. Okay, whatever.
Love the whole thing. And I love knowing that when I do purchase something from her, it is helping her and her family. That is...
Oh, isn't that good of you? Throwing her a few pennies. Condescending witch.
It's a big thing to me. I've told you guys about that before. So I'm going to stop being sappy here.
Call
and
that
get back
sappy
to everything. So start off with early morning flight. I love the early morning flights. The bad thing is I usually have to get up about 3:30, but since it's a straight flight to New York, it's only an hour and 20 minutes long. I can leave here. I think my flight time was 6:30 and I'm there by like 8 something. So I have an entire day there. I can just get there like...
Yeah, you can just get there and do stuff and then go to bed at 5 o'clock and miss the evening. What's the point? Really, what is the point? I was just saying it to Jed earlier. Oh, I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and then I'm going to bed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You're getting up when nothing's opening, nothing's happening, nobody's at work. Why?
Like you're going to eat breakfast and have that entire day. And then it's almost like you got the whole advantage without having to pack for another night, pay for another night, and all of that good stuff. Okay, so my outfit...
Sorry, timing shit, innit?
It is a new pair of jeans that I love. In this video, I will be featuring some new jeans that you're going to love. I will be featuring all of the things that really worked out for me, like the shoes, the fragrances, lots of good things. So I want to share with that too, because I think that's important. I know when I am traveling, I like to know what works for other people. Now I'm still...
Because you're too fucking stupid to figure it out for yourself.
Still on a mission for some really nice luggage. I'm thinking I might want to try that trunk style that doesn't have a zipper. It has like just the latches. I know Tumi makes that. Of course, Rimowa makes that. And then there's another one that I thought of or that I found that makes it. So That is on my mind too. But here I have my base luggage. I did take my YSL Y tote. I will say that it's heavy. When you start packing a lot of stuff in it, I mean, most of these bags are, but I was slightly afraid that I was going to damage where the strap goes on the bag because I had my Chanel.
Because it looks like it's stupid. You should have seen that when you bought it, but of course you didn't check anything. You just saw that it was YSL and you wanted it, so you got it. That's not going to carry any fucking weight, is it? It's not meant to. It's to put your swimming gear or flip-flops in. I'll get that word out if it kills me. It's not meant for lugging around 2 ton of shite. Swear, she hasn't got the fucking brain she was born with.
Flap medium in here. So on the way back, I just packed that bag and it was much better. So that is my feedback on that bag. The boots I had on are the Quince boots. They always work, you guys. They are so good. Matter of fact, when I was packing, I had my other boots out and I was like, I think I'd already gone to bed and I was like, what am I thinking? I have got to take my Quince Western boots because that is like taking sneakers. It's better. Or flip-flops. That boot will just do it. So I have on those boots. I have on a new pair of jeans. I believe that they are, I can't remember which ones they are because right before I left, I bought 3 pair of Helmut Lang jeans, and I believe that's what these are.
Pairs.
And I bought 1 pair of Totem. So I believe these are Helmut Lang.
Totem. Is that how they pronounce it in the posh shops? Totem. Is that like Osea and all the other bollocks you come out with?
I have on my new long YSL blazer, my Ferragamo vintage pin that I bought from eBay, and underneath I believe I have on, yes, a Quince thin cashmere sweater. Oh my gosh. This one is kind of the mock neck. I have just loved those so much. Okay, so here is another.
We haven't even got on the fucking aeroplane yet.
Other thing that I wanted to tell you that has just enhanced my traveling. These. They are so good. You don't even have to turn them on. I charge them the night before. I don't even take my charging cord. You take them out of the case, put them on with my earrings on. The little headphone part is big enough here. And it blocks out everything on the plane.
Oh, wow. Have you finally discovered noise-cancelling headphones? Really? God, this woman's dumb. Dumb, da-dum, dumb.
And what I do is download videos that I want to watch, or podcasts, usually videos, like self-improvement videos, or like last time, if I'm studying the history of the little black dress, I might download some videos on that. Whatever my thing is at the time. You guys know I am a multi-passionate person and I get really into something when I'm into it, but these
I get obsessed with something.
Are just so good. The last ones I had were nice. They were the something Cardin. They were nice. I gave them to Brooke, but these are just the best. I love them. Then let's see. So I have okay, it's time for me to order another J.Crew cashmere wrap for travel. You can see I took my Whoopie that I sleep with every night, and it's getting the wear on it. But think about it. I sleep with it every night, and I put it between my knees so that my knees don't touch, all of that stuff. And then,
how about you use a fucking pillow like a normal person?
So here's my whole outfit.
Anyway, how would your knees touch if you've got pajama bottoms on? So it's not to do with the skin on skin thing. It's you don't want your knees to touch. Get a fucking pillow.
Outfit at the airport. Oh yeah, and I looked up the Quince sweater. It's the featherweight cashmere. I'll link all of this stuff below. I wore my ring that will be launching, I believe, next month. I'm not sure, but I believe next month. My nail polish is OPI.
Oh, for the love of fuck, will you just get on with what you bought? That's the only reason anyone's watching this fucking video. They don't want to hear what you ate or what you wore. They're not interested. It's what you bought.
Cajun shrimp, just the best. Okay, when we left, it was still dark outside. It was so cool because when I looked out of my window, you'll see it was still dark. But when I looked out of the window across from me, you could see the sunrise. And so I loved that. It's just so beautiful. I'm a sucker for a sunrise. Here I'm drinking my Diet Coke, first one of the day. And here we are about to land in New York. I always love looking out of the window and just the differences in where you're going. You know what I mean? It's just so cool. Okay, here I am at the airport. I have the smoothest, like, luggage and airport experience. I got off the plane. I always check in 2 large bags, and I was walking to baggage claim, and normally you have to wait, for, the whole thing to start and everything. I'm walking up to the baggage claim, and there is a guy taking off my luggage off of the turnaround, and there's barely any luggage on it. I don't know what in the world made my luggage like there first. And I walked up and I said, thank you. And he was like, yes, ma'am, you're taking it off for me, which is wonderful because that can get kind of crazy. They weren't too heavy at that point. Then
That can get kind of crazy. Getting your case off a carousel. Yeah, it must do in your life. Try fucking eating something and you might be able to lift your fucking... Ugh.
just went out and got a cab that's right out there waiting in the line. And I took this showing that it takes 45 minutes to get from the airport to where I'm staying in Soho. So here's a picture in the cab. And a lot of people ask, why don't I get an Uber? There's something so freeing about just walking out and getting in a cab. And I can't lie, I feel a little sorry for taxis, people that have taxi services. I want to support, I guess, them too. And it's probably a little bit less. I'm not sure, but I don't want to have to call an Uber, wait for them to find me, all the stuff when they're sitting right there. So I love just looking at everything, going through all the different towns. Here are my Quince boots and my jeans. And then as soon as I get there to the hotel, I check in and I ask her, can I have my same room? Because I loved it so much last time. It was...
Why didn't you fucking book the same room when you were booking your hotel stay? That's when you fucking ask, not when you rock up on the morning. Do you think nobody else goes there or something?
Room, what was it? 504. And I knew I liked it, and I had paid for, I think it was one price for first and second floor, and then another price for like third and fourth floor. Anyway, I had paid for that floor. And she says, well, let me look. And I said, it's no big deal. I said, I just really enjoyed the view out of that window. And so I went in to my table and sat down. The first thing I noticed right off the bat, they had new chairs. I could even tell by the height of the chair. And I just love the view from this table. It's just the sidewalk. It's just the sidewalk, but it's very Soho, very quintessential New York, people walking by with their dogs. It's just very quaint.
People walk their dogs every fucking where, Lisa. It's not just New York.
It's just a really good location. Then I got my breakfast that I always get there, which is
And they cremated the bacon like they always do there.
Scrambled eggs and cheese and an order of bacon and my Diet Coke. Here is a picture of Bubba that John sent me. And then here I am going up to check into my room. They actually brought me the keys when I was sitting at the table, and they put me on the 7th floor. It was room 704. So it's the exact same view, just a few floors up. And here is the room. I always try to take the picture right when I walk in the room, just so you can see how beautiful it is.
Look at the best place I stay in, and you can't afford to stay here. So I'm just going to show you all this so you can sit at home and fucking, what's the word? Sulk.
Is just the sun, the angle of the sun makes such a difference all the time. I really noticed that when we moved in this house, because just where I film for one thing, and just how things feel. Like, you guys can probably notice that too. Even with the seasons changing, you can just feel a difference. The other day I looked out of the front door and I said, I can tell it's spring's coming. I can just tell the difference in the way it feels when I look out the front door.
For fuck's sake. How much more of this shit's going on before she actually gets down to what everybody came for?
I love that. So I wanted to capture this moment. And here is the room. It just has like a queen bed. And I love like that little seating area because I'm only staying 2 nights and 3 days. I do put my undies and my pajamas and stuff in a drawer, but the other stuff I just kind of leave out, because what I basically do with a little bit of strategy is I take a capsule wardrobe. I take several different possibilities and I kind of decide each day what I want to wear. So, and here's the window, and it's got the little window seat. My mom brought up a good point when we were talking about, paying a little bit more for this hotel. She said, well, I think it's a good thing. I think as much as you enjoy the hotel, like there's a lot of people that will say, I don't even care about the hotel. I'm not going to be in the room. I'm just going to lay down and sleep there. I love that for them. Not for me. Sometimes I'm in the room by 6 o'clock and I just love being in the room. I just love it. I love the view. I love how I feel. I will just really get in the zone of things.
Yeah, pretending I'm fucking Carrie Bradshaw living on my own in an apartment in New York.
For my life and my channel and different things like that. It's a really good time for inspiration for me just to be there. And so it's worth it to me. And I think I've said here
And
that a big dream of mine would be to have an apartment or just anything in New York. And I was just telling my dad Sunday when I went over to their house, I said, it really does make sense why I love New York so much, because my dad loves New York. He is my biggest New York hype man when I want to go. And his dad was from New York. My great grandparents immigrated here from Germany and they lived in New York. So my dad would go to visit his grandparents and he would take the train down into New York. And my dad was born here in Wilmington, North Carolina. So that's where he first experienced pizza and all these different things. So
I often ask, how sheltered of a fucking life has she lived? But now I'm beginning to see it. That was where he tried pizza. Really?
I have this connection to New York because of that, and because of just like my granddaddy's accent was very New York. The
Did you ever possibly go to visit where your grandparents were buried in New York?
way he got here was he was in the army, and my grandmother lived here, and he went to her church, and her mom would have some of the military guys over for lunch to be nice and support them, and she met him that way. So isn't that a
Is that what she told you?
cool story? I love that story. And she said they used to just eat lunch and swing in the swing on the front porch, just back when things were so pure. Okay, so here when I open up one of my suitcases, I did take my Sleep and Glow pillow. If my code is still active, I believe it still is, I will put it down below. It is worth it. It is worth it. It is worth it. It would be worth it if I had to take another suitcase. That's how much worth it is to me to take
To you! No fucker else.
my pillow. I slept so good. It's nothing like it. So, and then my dirty Obagi bag with my skincare in it and my caboodle. John had to get my caboodle down from my shelf in the closet, and he said something about it still using a caboodle. I said, I can't quit it. I could get like a fancy Louis Vuitton bag or something, but I love my caboodle. And you'll see that the other side of my suitcase,
John had to get it down for me from a high shelf. Useless you are. Fucking useless. Can you imagine her in a fucking disaster? Zombie apocalypse. Don't pick Lisa as your best mate.
There is empty. That is because I know I'm going to be bringing some things back. Okay, so here I am. I've set my stuff out
Oh, we don't fucking care, Lisa. Jesus, can you just get on with this trip?
over the couch or the love seat, the sofa. Here are my shoes I took. Let me get these out because I wanted to kind of report back to you how they wore in New York. Okay, so I took my Louboutin flip-flops, emergency flip-flops. I'm big into that. I would say the best emergency flip-flops you will ever buy is going to be the black Valentino bow. I had to wear those every day with suits to a business conference I went to because it was in Vegas and you had to walk so far just to get to the conference room that my heels were just not practical. But I didn't feel that bad because those little Valentino flip-flops they're like foot jewelry. They're just gorgeous. The Louboutins aren't quite as pretty as those. Another pair would be, I think, the glossy Tikis if you didn't want to spend the money for the
I can't do this. I just can't fucking do this. 15 minutes and nothing has occurred yet. I don't care about your fucking flip-flops or your feet or what you packed or your caboodle. I'm not fucking interested in any of it. It's the same shite every day. God grant me serenity.
Valentinos, but I promise you, you will never regret the Valentinos. Okay, the other boots I took are the ones I just showed you in Friday's video. I'll put it up here. I wore them the day before I went. Aloha brown heels. They're so fabulous. They're so fabulous. They are fabulous boots. I did not end up wearing them in New York, but I wanted to have them. I wasn't sure what direction I was going to go one day, but I didn't wear them there, but I did wear them all day the day before I went, and I'll put an outfit picture up here. I wore them with an older guy. I did that outfit that we were talking about in my Friday video, the girl that inspired me. So I took
the girl I copied.
Took my Chloe boots that I have shown you over and over. Just works of art. Look at that heel.
It's the heel I hate.
Been here, you know I am a sucker for a heel. I love a funky heel.
You're a sucker for fucking everything, Lisa.
I love a funky sleeve. There's just certain things that just click with me. And they're just very pretty, very nice leather, soft. I mean, I just cannot say a negative thing about them.
She tells you all the things you don't need to know. They're pretty. Look at the heel. They're not funky. Whatever. How long did you actually wear them for? How comfortable are they actually? Do you need to wear a size up or a half a size down? Did you wear socks in them? Tell the people the fucking information they need. No. Oh, they're so pretty. Fucking sick of you and you're pretty.
Very comfortable, very vibey, but yet pretty, just everything. They're just perfect. And then the other boots that I took, I would say are my award winners. These are the Saint Laurent boots. One day I put these on and I put one of these and one of those, and I took a picture down so you'll be able to see that. These are longer and a little bit more stylish, a little bit more of that look, and I think a little bit more comfortable because they're a little bit longer. It just gave my feet just a little bit more room. I wore these all day shopping we'll get to that, and loved them. I mean, the whole time I'm thinking I can't wait to tell them how comfortable these boots were, because if you're like me, I don't mind spending a little bit more for a pair of shoes, but I want to know that I'm going to be able to wear them. So that's how these are. Okay, quickly, let me also mention these two fragrances. This one is, I keep telling you about this one. One thing I want to say about this, like yesterday, I wanted to wear just a little bit of this. I was getting out of here. I had to run errands. So I just sprayed 2 sprays, like right there by where I keep it, and I just walked through it. This will last in your room all day. Every time I walked in my room until dinner, I could smell this fragrance. So if you have this, just try it. Just spray it in your room. Don't feel like you're wasting it if you do that. Because if you're still having the experience of that scent, it doesn't matter. That's something I've learned. I still enjoy that, just like a candle or anything else. So if you have that, please try it that way. And then this fragrance from Victoria Beckham. I've bought these at least 3, if not 4 times. I always buy her little sample packs, and now it even has her 4th fragrance in it. And I have those for travel in my caboodle. I just keep them in there. There is something about this fragrance. When I went out of town with Tracy to Charlotte, we were...
What is it called? Fuck's sake.
Laughing. We both had the white one on. It's this one. This one, and this is what it is to me, makes me feel fancy. It makes me feel classy. It makes me feel bougie. There is just something, this is like New York going to Bergdorf to go shopping for Chanel in a bottle. That's, oh my God, it is so fabulous.
Oh my God.
There's a little bit of, I don't want to say grandma in there. Expensive, classy, older woman in there. That's what it's like. Let's just say Diane von Furstenberg, Anna Wintour. I don't think Martha Stewart. That's not how I would describe it.
I'm pretty sure that Anna Wintour's grateful that you didn't plonk her in the same fucking boat as Martha Stewart. 19 minutes, 8 seconds, folks. And we haven't got out of the hotel yet. Oh, you can make a bit more fucking noise.
An older woman that is very fancy and sexy and glamorous. That's how I feel about this. It is, I love it. Okay, so now let's get back to my storytelling. This hotel, okay, I probably haven't even mentioned, it's the Crosby Hotel on Crosby Street. So it's right in the heart of Soho that I love. There's something about the brick roads. It feels like a little bit of downtown Wilmington. It's vibey. I would say probably the most stylish people that I see, but I mean, I haven't been everywhere. And that's also something that's very important. It's what are you looking for? What experience are you having? Because it's different for everyone. But anyway, in this hotel, there's a lot of stuff with dogs. So in the elevator, they had this whole artwork with the Cavalier. And then this was another little piece of artwork. Okay, so I headed out, and here I am on Prince Street. The first place I tried to go was the Vintage Twin because the weather was kind of weird because it was still cold, but not the same kind of cold when I went in January and February. That was almost easier because I knew it was going to be cold. So I brought all layers and cold things. This time I wasn't sure how it was going to feel. Thank goodness at the last minute, I brought my Nay-Y leggings. And so in every picture, I am wearing my Nay-Y leggings underneath, even the airport outfit. The Vintage Twin did not open until 12. Okay, then I went into Zara.
See, that fucking proves my point. Getting up at stupid o'clock in the morning and tootling out there ready for the day. No fucker else is.
And I saw these goodies that I thought, nope, this is actually H&M. I saw these pretty things. And this is just a picture of the buildings across the street. You can see this is at 1056 in Soho. So most businesses are about to open at 11. All of the luxury stores, H&M, Aritzia, and some of the other stores will open at 10. Okay, here I am on Prince still. And I go in Prada, oh, this was cool. I went in Prada. And I kind of looked around. In my mind, this whole trip, I'm thinking, I'm only buying things that are special. I'm only buying things that are special.
How about you have a trip and say, I'm not buying anything because I own a house load of shit. That'd be a thought. I just can't with her.
I'm not even going to go into a lot of these stores if it's not special. So that was on my mind the whole time. So
Oh, I'm not even going to go in there because that's not special enough for Lisa. Anyone else pissed off with her by now? Please tell me I'm not the only one.
I went in Prada. I kind of looked around. I just didn't see anything that felt special. So I remembered you could just walk right through the store and go out to the other street. And that was just kind of like a shortcut for me. Well, when I went through the men's department and there was 3 guys there. And I was like, I don't know what I said. I said, good morning or hey fellas or something like that. And he was like, oh my God, I remember you from Gucci. He worked in Gucci when I went last fall, the time I tore my feet up with those little Gucci slides, and I went to, I think, a YouTube event there for Fashion Week. And so we hugged, and he said that he had to move on and all this stuff. Because I told him, I said, I didn't see you last time I went to Gucci. And I said, thank you for remembering me. And he said, I just remember your energy. You have good energy. And I thought that.
You have good energy. Of course she does, because she's fucking tipping about in a bubble of fucking champagne and Chanel. Nothing goes wrong in Lisa's life, does it? Why wouldn't she have good fucking energy? And while you were in the men's department, you went and picked up something for John and we... No, of course you didn't.
That was cool. That it made me feel good, that my energy was memorable. And okay, so here's a picture. This is stuff that is, I don't know, I love just the streets. Okay, so this is where I went in Versace, the beautiful scarves. Okay, now I went into Fendi and he was showing me the new Fendi baguettes. And I have to say, I have a special place in my heart for Fendi baguettes because they're so Sex in the City. Did you know?
You just said sex in the city. Don't tell me you said and, you said in.
Heart for Fendi baguettes
Oops.
because they're so Sex in the City. Did
See?
you know that the purple baguette that Carrie had on when she...
No one gives a flying fuck about the baguette Kerry had. Carrie or whatever her fucking name is. The only baguette I'm interested in at the moment is a fucking sandwich. Shut up! Shut up fucking talking and show more stuff.
She got robbed in the street and he said, give me your bag. She said, it's not a bag, it's a baguette. That was the first thing that an outside designer had donated to the show. Before that, it was all things that they had or they found in vintage stores, all of that. The Fendi baguette was the first thing. And the Fendi baguette had just come out. Well, it went crazy. Everybody wanted a Fendi baguette after that, and here we are. And then after that, more designers saw the importance of doing that and started donating things to the show. So you'll notice after that season, you'll start seeing much more Manolo, Christian Dior, Dolce & Gabbana, all of those shows because they...
The only people that are interested in that bollocks are airheads like you, Lisa. And who was it? Oh, I'm crap with names. I'm sorry. The lady that gave me the link to that video where that woman was pissed off that she'd wasted so much money on designer stuff. I really enjoyed that video. You should be made sit to watch it. You should. But she wouldn't care, would she? If someone said this was made for twopence halfpenny in the arse end of India by a 3-year-old child who had a gun to her head to make work to put these things out, she'd still say, oh, but it's so pretty.
They realized that that product placement was a big deal. So I just love baguettes. And for some reason, he wanted me to get the soft mama baguette. And it's like, you have to tell him over. That's just not my thing. I know what I want. immediately. I do not have decision problems. I knew I didn't want that. I knew I didn't want all of these other bags he brought out, but this one was special. And this one got me. Probably the only reason I do not have this bag here to show you is that I had told myself, Lisa, you're coming here for Chanel. And this was day one, and I knew I was going to be doing some damage on day two at the Chanel event. This may still be with
I knew I was going to be doing some damage. I thought you said you weren't going to be buying anything that wasn't special.
me one day, but I loved this bag. The denim with the flowers. This is so vintage or old school Fendi. I am a sucker for just the originals, the classic, the vintage, the everything. And a lot of these bags are available on eBay, Poshmark, the Real Fashion File, but they're beat up. It's hard to find one in really good shape. Okay, so I left there. I went in.
Oh, do you know who that reminds me of? The lady on the elevator. Yeah, you still haven't fucking apologised.
Chloe to look at these shoes. You guys, I want these shoes. I want these shoes. I want the pink ones.
So
I
buy
also
'em
love
then.
these black ones, but I feel like it's a big gamble for the money. And you know what? Second time I've been in there and I had a bad customer service experience. Matter of fact, I walked all through this store, looked at the necklaces, and not one person asked me, could they help me? So I
Oh, really? Nobody fucking blew smoke up your hole for once in your life? You found out what it was like to be a normal person perusing a shop and perhaps finding something they liked and then going to the fucking sales associate and saying, can you help me with this? Rather than having them fucking tiptoeing 6 steps behind you the whole way through the store on a whim, hoping, praying that you're going to buy something that's really expensive so it'll make it all worthwhile for them. Ugh.
left. I went in Ferragamo.
I left. Good. Fuck off. Don't bother going back. What shop was that? I want to send them a congratulations card. They didn't have to put up with you.
Because I had all intentions of buying
A brooch.
that little charm of that little shoe that I've been telling you about. So I went in there. He noticed my pin immediately, and they don't have that shoe in there, or I would have tried it on. And I told him about the whole story, and I said, do you still have that charm? He had to go to the back to get it, and here it is. I'm holding it, and I'll be honest with you, this thing looked like it had been through a few little sessions of display. So it's $500 and some dollars. And so I talked myself out of it because I thought, gosh, you could put $500 towards the shoes or at least get a brand new one. You know what I mean? So I left there and I did go to Zara, and I would have probably bought some of these things, but I didn't want to carry them around, and I thought I'd come home and just order them. But look at these earrings, these flower earrings. Can you imagine? I've got on other new earrings now. Can you imagine having your hair up and having these flower earrings on? Beautiful. I mean, so beautiful. I loved this little jacket. I think this jacket could give you that same look of Naomi
It looks like something Liam fucking Gallagher'd be wearing. Walking down the streets of Manchester.
Campbell coming down the runway with that Ralph Lauren white jacket on. Love it. Ooh, I still may need that. I should have gotten this jacket.
A shitty little bomber jacket. What the fuck? Only because Naomi Campbell wore something similar at one point back in the day. It's horrible, Lisa. What the fuck are you seeing? That's something you wear home from the gym. Or you put on to go out for a run.
It was so high-end looking. This sweater reminded me of the brown sweater I just got and showed you with the really cool sleeves. Okay, hold on. Let me take a minute and think of the brand. Okay, I couldn't think of it. I had to go to my closet and get it. But it's this one. This beautiful L'Agence. So that sweater at Zara reminded me of this one. That is one thing that I do really enjoy, and I really do. So always ask me. I enjoy having these nice things and being able to find the closest thing to it for you.
Oh, I I love having the real one, the nice one, and then finding you some cheap alternative. Oh, that's so kind of you, Lisa. Thank you. Fuck off.
You if you don't want to spend the money, because I realize there are people, many more than me. I am the minority because of my passions and my job, but you might not want to spend that much on that sweater. Well, I love that I can find you something with the same vibe, inexpensive. And I love the fact that I'm not just saying it, I know it because I've got the other thing. So I do love that. Okay, this jacket, okay, I'm placing an order tonight. This jacket reminded me of Chloe, the whole line of Chloe with the boho chic, not boho festival, but more of that boho Sienna Miller.
Where is she going to wear that? Does she do line dancing? No. That'd be cool at a line dancing class, though, wouldn't it? But where the fuck is she going to wear that? Oops, we've gone. Hang on. Is it not? What was it? Why is that video not available anymore? Where have I gone?
When it's caused by good intention.
No.
And like, I don't know.
No. Fuck. Sorry.
Who else can we think of? A little bit of Kate Moss. Kate Moss is kind of boho with edge, but this is just, oh, okay, here, this was just a restaurant that
Why are you taking photos of fruit? Like you've never seen it before.
I went into to get a Diet Coke and sit down. I can't remember the name of it. Let's see if it says it. It's on Prince Street. I think I've been in there before. I've gone in there and gotten cookies to bring home to Will and my parents.
Will, who's he? Oh, the kid in the fucking servants section. You bring him cookies, do you? Really?
I cannot remember the name. One of you.
I bet he gets so excited. Oh, Mama's coming home with a cookie for me. Thank you, Mama.
List down below if you know what it is. So I see that I have my Sunglass Hut box. So must have already been to Sunglass Hut. They had.
You go to Sunglass Hut in Wilmington. Why do you need to go to Sunglass Hut in America? In New York? Why?
That sale going on like they always, I wouldn't say they always do, but they do a lot. And so I got this pair of Miu Miu sunglasses. I wore these, I think yesterday or day before. Love them. And then you get another pair 40% off. And so they didn't have anything there I really wanted. So I ordered these and just got them last night. An interesting glass case. These are both of them are pink. I am a sucker for pink sunglasses and blue, but these are very different. So, wow, these are so like sturdy too. Like when you put them on, they are just, and I love all of the details.
Of course you do.
Those are really cool. Wow. They really feel nice.
Because you want people to know that you've paid a fortune for your glasses. You couldn't possibly have a normal pair like every fucker else in Wilmington. No. It's 20 to 8 at night now. And I was hoping to have this done and put up. But I don't think that's going to happen tonight. Half an hour. Has she bought anything yet? Nope.
So I had gotten these things at Sunglass Hut and stopped and kind of regrouped, and I just love it. I love just being there, like in looking at the people, seeing how people live and just all that kind of stuff. I notice when I'm in like on Fifth Avenue or in the city, it's not as much people that live there, but it's more touristy. I actually want to see the people that live there. So I did go through Gucci. I didn't see anything. So here I am back at my room. This is my view. Just gorgeous. And I was talking to a friend and I said, look, there's even guys over there on a scaffold. Then I went back out. It looks like at four, even guys.
Scaffold.
And I was talking to a friend and I said, look, there's even guys over there on a scaffold. Then I went back out. It looks like at 4:16.
A scaffold. Is that what you call it? Like your air condition. Jesus, did she go to school?
Oh, I did take a little mini baby nap. And I put I was cold earlier, so I did put on I had to wear my whoopee. I didn't care. I was cold. And I went back out and I decided, I'm going to go to the Chanel here in Soho and just see what they have. I want to see all the stuff. So I walked in and I saw all these necklaces that were so pretty. And then here are some
You've got one like that you never wear.
really pretty blue bags. Here is my outfit. Okay, I did switch too. I went from my Quince boots with these same jeans to the not the Kate, but the YSL boots. Notice how the pants look better. The whole look is better because I don't have that big boot shaft, holding my jeans up as much. I think the YSL gave much more of that, slouchy model off duty look. So
Is that what you want people to think when you're parading around Soho, that you're a model off duty, really? People have eyes, Lisa. They're not as dumb as the people you talk to on YouTube.
So here I am at Chanel. I'm getting excited. I tried on these sunglasses. Let me go get them.
Okay, for fuck's sake. Really? How many fucking pairs of sunglasses do you need?
I am doing this a little bit later than usual and my stomach is growling. 11:50. Okay, so they're all wrapped up. I tried to save everything to unbox with you just because, like I said, everything's better when you experience it with someone. So I love.
You're not with anyone. You're talking to yourself in your bedroom.
I just love all the stuff. I love the packaging. So here they are. And the girl that helped me at Chanel, I think she might have worked in the makeup, but they have to unlock the door to let you in. Then they ask you your name when you come in and they write it down. And then usually what will happen is they will kind of assign you a salesperson. Well, they didn't. They just let me walk in. So I love looking at what other people are trying on, what they're getting, all those things. And I was overlooking at the sunglasses and I heard them talking behind me about the Chanel water. One of my favorite fragrances that it smells like Chanel skincare or the blushes. And so I started talking to her about that and she ended up helping me. So I kind of liked that. I don't know. I feel like I helped her out. So these are the
If that's what helps you sleep at night, Lisa.
ones that I tried on and that I got and I love them. They come in several colors. So they say Chanel across the top.
No shit, because they're Chanel glasses.
And they're black and beige, very classic Chanel. And here they are. And they don't sit on my cheeks.
Oh,
I've heard that's called an
woohoo.
Asian bridge. Like if you're trying to tell someone about, I usually just say, I usually need nose pieces because I have a skinny, thin nose. But if you say Asian bridge, they'll know. So, oh my God, aren't they beautiful? They're kind of like a Chanel flap. They're just it. They're not flashy to a crazy degree. They're just beautiful.
Not flashy to a crazy degree. They've just got Chanel written on them twice and two little logos either side so that everybody in the world knows they're Chanel, but they're not, no.
I love them. I love the case. I love it all. I love how the case is like cloth too. So I got that. And then I also got these. I got a pair of Chanel sandals. It was so cool. And that's my receipt. Okay. Her name is Janelle. She was so sweet. And we talked about a lot of different things she said I gave her the chills because I said, we were talking about watches. And I was telling her that I had the white J.12 watch. And she said, I did too. I said, I wanted that watch for years. I said, then I finally got it. And I said, it's not the thing. It's what you had to do to get the thing. You know how just be, then do, then have. It's, it's that whole thing. That's what it is to me.
What the fuck do you know about being and doing? You're just the have bit of that fucking trifecta. It's what you have to do to get the thing. Oh, right. So living with John, that's what you have to do to get the thing, is it? You gave away the chance of having proper love with somebody and settled for Mr. Stable And now you're getting to buy all this shit that you want because you suffered through that marriage. Is that what you're saying? Fucking woman.
So anyway, we were talking about she was willing to go deep with me. So here they are. And she also understood
What's deep about that? Really? I could keep saying, I've seen fucking puddles deeper than you, Lisa.
that I wanted looks, luxury, and comfort. And
I wanted to be pampered. I wanted everything. I wanted her to kiss my hole and bring me drinks. I am Scarlett O'Hara.
so look at these, how pretty. I couldn't decide between the black and the nude, but I feel like I already have right many black flats that I like and flip-flops and everything. And there's just something, I am a sucker for nude patent leather. I love it. I have ever since, if you remember my Stuart Weitzman.
No, we don't. We don't fucking care what you're a sucker for. Oh, you all know I love. We're sick of listening to it, Lisa.
Pumps. I love nude patent leather. That's one of my favorite things. And look how fabulous with the classic C and then the crystal C. Perfect. And in case you want these, this is another value I feel like I bring with these videos is telling you how they run. I
bring value to my videos, really.
am a true blue US size 8. And in these, I got a 38.5 and they fit perfectly. So super excited about those. Okay, so let's move this right along. Oh gosh, okay, here's a
So far, who's keeping count? Elizabeth, have you got your notebook? We've got 3 pairs of sunglasses and a pair of sandals. Yeah? She hasn't bought anything else, has she?
big point in the story. So I always call this Chanel water too. They have the best water at Chanel, and I love this container. I could not even get it open. I had to ask this guy.
I could not get it. John wasn't there, so I had to ask another man because I'm a fucking limp-wristed waste of fucking space. She can't open a bottle of fucking water now. Why have I got a letter from them?
Guy beside me.
I will be back in a minute. That was Jed checking what I want for dinner, so I'll be going in a bit. Will I get this done by the time it's... No, probably not. Anyway, let's jump back in, shall we? She can't open a bottle of water by herself.
To open it for me. But while I was in this store, I spotted this bag. And it reminded me of the Chanel Diana bag. It's vintage. Princess Diana. It's just an older bag. And one thing that I really love, classics, vintage, things like that. And so I just looked at this bag and looked at this bag. It came in a mini, in a black, and I'm
sorry, as someone who doesn't waste her money on stupid fucking luxury handbags, what is the difference between that and a flap? They all look the fucking same to me. Isn't the fact that it flaps over that makes it a flap? But she wants it because Lady Diana had it. That woman had more class in her little toe.
didn't want to buy a bag there because I already was going to buy a bag with Maria, and she was already expecting me. She had made my lunch reservations, and so I wanted to be loyal to her. And the sales associate totally understood that. So she said, take a picture and text it to her and see if they have it. And they did. Another thing I took a picture of that you will see coming up, everything's got a story with me, is 2 girls were looking at wallets. And when I walked by, I looked in the drawer and guess what I saw? All of these wallets, I saw this yellow wallet. When I saw this wallet, I was like, that is the yellow that I want. Because I've been telling people I wanted a yellow bag, but it was a specific type of yellow. And
fugly yellow.
So that's what I wanted. Then I looked at
I want. Can her fucking minions not hear this? Or, like Jed said, are they all fucking narcs themselves? Elizabeth, if you're here, I've got a friend. I do have friends. I've got a friend that I have been friends with, wow, since Tech Help was little. And we met on an AOL chat board, and then it went to email, and we email each other every other day. It's just an ongoing conversation by email. And I told her about you, and she was asking about you today. She said, how is your friend? That sorry, I've gotten confused by the machine on the telly. Yeah, she was asking about you. So, see, I have real people that I talk about, not sales associates.
this great big Chanel bag that is for travel. And it even has a thing on the back where you can unzip it and put it over your suitcase thing. And then
The suitcase thing, yeah. Do you mean the handle that you pull up?
okay, here I buzzed through Valentino, took some pretty pictures. Okay, so I went back to the hotel that night and got my favorite dinner that I always get. I am on the carnivore diet.
No shit.
The Lisa D1 version of the carnivore diet. I only eat meat, eggs, and cheese. And I only eat cheese when I'm out of town or at lunch here. I don't eat cheese at night, and I don't eat breakfast typically, but when I'm out of town, I do. So here is the burger with
When she's out of town, she goes wild, people, and she has cheese in her scrambled eggs.
cheese, a fried egg, and bacon. And here's another piece of artwork going up in the elevator. This is the
Poodlins.
poodles. Oh, I love standard poodles. And then this is my view at night, you guys. I did not touch the blinds or the curtains. I slept all night with the windows all the way open. I always wear a sleep mask anyway. I'm not walking around naked. I'm not doing anything I shouldn't be doing. So I don't care. I don't care if anybody can see me. I wanted to see that view. And so here it is, 8:09 in Soho. I'm already in bed. It's
See? And you were wandering around in the morning trying to find a shop that was open. Will you learn your lesson? Stay up a bit later and sleep in a bit later.
43 degrees.
We
Here it
don't
is. I wake up
fucking
at
care.
3:30 in the morning, and look how beautiful it was. I had to go get my phone and take a picture. It was that beautiful because I had gone to the bathroom. Okay, then I wake up at 7:17. It's 39 degrees, very gray outside.
Really? Really? We don't give a fuck. I did a thing the other day. I set my phone that I never use at the bottom of my bed on the chest of drawers and to record me because I thought, right, I'm going to send this to the benefits people. They can see what I do in a fucking day. So it recorded for as long as it recorded. And then I transferred it from the phone to the computer. The computer will not play it. And now the camera on the phone doesn't work. I tell you, I'm doomed with technology.
Okay, this
Okay.
outfit was so good. I loved it. I loved it. I've
She's getting giddy, isn't she? Because this is when she goes into, I was stopped on the street. Can you believe it? Little old me.
already ordered these jeans in a 26 because the 27 you'll see was a little big. These jeans will just go down in my sentimental history book. They are from Helmut Lang, and I have on the YSL boots. I have on the frame tank top. I do have on my Nay-Y leggings. And let's see. I ended up wearing, okay, here's where you can see I was trying on both boots. And I ended up with the YSL ones.
Sorry.
And then I put on one of my Quince cashmere sweaters and went down, sat at my table, and had breakfast. Then, oh, those eggs, oh my gosh, they're so yummy. And then I put on I had just ordered this because I wanted to just have one more time in New York with my furs, my vintage furs that I've been getting off of eBay and Poshmark. This is a vintage from the 60s mink cape. It's like you'll see it's kind of like a poncho cape. It goes right over your shoulders and it even has pockets. And then I have my Chanel belt and my Chanel flat bag. So
And she's thinking now, oh, I never mentioned my belt. I should have said my belt was from Chanel too.
leave and take an Uber. And then here we are. I meet Maria right in Bergdorf. We walk in and it begins. You can't even get in the little section unless you're with someone and you have an appointment. So I was there, and lo and behold, here is that bag that looks like the Diana bag. So I'm looking at
What's different with that and the one she has? I don't see. Fuck. You only want it because Diana had it. That is the only fucking reason you want that bag. So then you can say to people, oh, I've got the same bag as Diana.
this bag that she really loved. It's the trendy CC, and it had like all kinds of crystals around it. And I understand why people love this bag, but it's just not something that calls to me. I always have something on my mind when I go, or a few things, and I'm very in tune with what speaks to me. So keep that in mind. And so I tried on
Get in the bag, Chanel. Go on, I dare you.
this little bag. That bag came in the black and I liked it. But a lot of times when I have a little bag like that, it makes me feel too big. I don't know what it is. So here we go with one of my first bags. Okay, we'll get to this first. This is a bag I really, really, really considered. I sent these pictures to my mom when I was shopping. This little beige with the pearls that could be a clutch. I loved this bag. It looks vintage or old Hollywood to me. I think it's beautiful. I love the chain strap. I loved everything about it. And people were like hawking over us wanting to get it because there's only X amount of bags and like their customers might want it. The thing that made me not get it is when I opened it, there wasn't a lot of room. It was very, very shallow. So it wasn't as practical
Just like you.
as I thought it would be. So here are some pictures just of the room, and then here is my first bag. Hold on. Okay, so here it is. I actually just got it in the mail because everything that I bought in this little session, she shipped.
Everything I bought in this little session. She has a name. Oh dear Lord. Look at that arm. Cut that bit out and say to anyone, how old is this woman?
So, and we missed it. Of course, we missed the shipment on Saturday because John was picking me up from the airport. So they delivered it yesterday. So this is the first bag that I got. And this is one of their
Oh, and I bet she sulked and pouted.
latest design.
Does anyone remember back in the day? I remember because it was the first time she said daggone, and I was like, yeah, that wasn't the word you wanted to use. They'd been out for a meal with somebody and they came back and the daggone thing was hanging on the door that they tried to deliver something and that they weren't in. So she made John drive them to the sorting centre to get it from there. She couldn't fucking wait for them to come back the next day.
Designs, and it's kind of like the Chanel 19, the Chanel 22. It's going to be in their line. What they did is this year, she said they redesigned it, and so excited. Here it is. Okay, so here she is. It is the new Chanel 25 small, and I'll put all this stuff back in the box. One of the biggest reasons I got this is, one, part of me being here and part of me doing that is getting the latest and the greatest and giving a review and telling you guys what I think. And
But you don't do a fucking decent review of anything, Lisa. Because you love everything.
all of that kind of stuff, kind of like with the Murakami collection and things like that. And it is practical. It's one of those bags. Honestly, I think the most used, most practical Chanel bag I have is the Chanel 19 in black. that bag is beat up because I have used it so much, but I have a feeling this bag may be the same way. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Let me take the little stickers off of it. Okay, so here she is. It is the small 25. And let's see if it says anything else here. Hobo bag, 25S. And she said they redesigned it so that now the side flaps, take this off, will be able to
Hold your
something
phone.
else. Hold your phone, which is fabulous. I mean, that's valuable. So here it is. Yeah. And the paper is in this now, so it will, bunch down. Matter of fact, let me take that out and see, because you can also cinch this. I need to grab the chain. Anyway, you can.
How fucking stupid are you that you can't fucking use... Jesus. I just cannot watch a 50-odd-year-old woman, sorry, Elizabeth, 70-year-old woman, not able to fucking get the lid off a bottle of water, and now she doesn't know how to pull the fucking toggle on a bag.
Cinch it. I don't want to hurt it. But so even in the bigger bags, like if you have small children or you just need a bigger bag, it does come in bigger sizes, but it still has that beautiful chain, and it's a little bit weightier and meatier. It's kind of like in between a flap and a 19. Wow. I love it. I love it more now than I did even when I was there. This was out of all the bags that I got, this was my least attached to. You know what I mean? This is one that I was like, I looked at this one, I looked at another one that was similar, and this one really grew on me, and I knew I wanted to try it. You guys want to hear something funny? I had been running.
It's really funny. Go on, this is going to be really fucking funny. It's not. Your funny stories are never fucking funny.
All around here trying to find my phone. Guess where it was? In that pocket. Okay, so here we go.
Really? I've been running around looking for my phone, and where was it? Where you fucking put it? Breathe.
So we go upstairs, look at shoes, and then here is Maria. Oh, I just love being with her. And we looked at ready to wear and everything like that. And I did get a few things, but I kind of just want to stick with the bags today. So you'll see different things that I got coming up in my videos.
Yeah, I just don't want to show you how much shit I bought in a day. Is that what you told John as well? Oh, those! Oh, I packed them to go. I've had them for years.
And then she walked me up to the restaurant that overlooks the plaza. I had a restaurant reservation for 1 o'clock. And so she was showing me all of the dishes and everything that people the Hermes dishes and things that are not even on my radar. I don't think I'd ever be. She said it's people that love entertaining and things like that. But I do love
She doesn't know you at all, does she?
the artwork. Oh my gosh, look at that Anna Wintour.
Because they have lips on. That's why you like them. Is that Anna Wintour out of The Simpsons?
Her as a Bart Simpson, as a Simpson. Love this artwork. Just love it. So I go and I sit down in the restaurant. My reservation was for 2, but there was only me. So I just told her I didn't want to take up a whole table. I knew they were busy. They could use a 2-top table. I just sat at the bar. So here is the menu at Bergdorf, and I ended up ordering the Wagyu strip steak, 6 ounce. And the bartender was very, very familiar with the carnivore diet, so he didn't give me a hard time. He knew exactly what to get. So
Nobody would give you a fucking hard time. All you have to say is, I just want the meat, nothing else. I'm on carnivore. They go, yes, madam. Anywhere you go, they're not going to force food on you.
I had the steak and butter on the side. I don't do that at home because sometimes if I eat too much butter, it can upset my stomach a little bit. But when I'm out, a lot of times I will. Okay.
Right, I don't eat butter at home because it might upset my stomach. while I'm in the home that I live in with my familiar toilet and people that love me, I could get up from the middle of a dinner and run to go to the loo and no one's going to say fuck all about it. But I don't do that. No, I eat butter when I'm away. In a restaurant. Really? The fuck?
Okay, and then I went back down and met with Maria to check out. Actually, she checked me out while I was eating. So I went back down to where she actually works, which is Dior. She heads up the Dior department. And I said, you know what I might do? I might go to the Chanel in Soho and see what they got in today, because all of the Chanels were getting in their new things that day. And she said, why don't you go right over here on 57th, I think it is. I'm probably saying the wrong thing, but the one that's just right around the corner. And I said, no. I said, I just feel so much more comfortable in Soho. There's something about being in the city, like when it's big and open like that, and there's so many people like coming at you wanting to sell stuff, and it's just very tourist.
Really? Can I slap her now, please? Can I?
And it's just overwhelming to me. And she said, I'll walk with you. Come on. So she took me out of the back, like employee way. So I got to kind of see behind the scenes how they come in to work for Bergdorf. And we went right out on the sidewalk. And then you guys, you will not believe, I probably cannot even really express this because it's such a psychological thing, but I, for years and years, have watched those videos of what people are wearing in New York and what people are wearing in Paris. One of the biggest ones that I watch is Double Vanilla. I don't know if you remember, I watched one of her videos, and the girl that she was interviewing, that's the whole reason I got that Bulova watch that is real vintage looking, and it's gold and it's digital. It almost looks like the old school Casio watch. It's this girl. So we go outside and we're walking, and I see this girl coming up to me, like probably 10, 15 feet away. And she's pleasant, pretty, smiley, friendly face. So at first I'm thinking, she's going to just compliment, because I had gotten so many compliments that day on my outfit. I thought she was just going to give me a compliment. And then I thought, just the way she looked at me, that I thought she was going to be one of you guys, one of my subscribers. And so she came up to me, and as soon as she started talking, I realized it was Double Vanilla. I have always thought, what would I do if someone walked up to me in the street in New York and asked me what I was wearing? I always thought, what would I be wearing? Would I freak out? All this stuff, you guys, it was like an outer body experience. It was so cool in so many ways. Like, it was just so cool. It was a moment of a lifetime. She was so sweet. And so I don't know if that will ever air on her videos or her Instagram. I will link them both below. But Maria, being this sweetheart that she is, grabbed a few clips of her interviewing me. And so I will have it forever. And let me tell you, I could have flown to Chanel from there. I was just so happy, just so cool. So Maria walked me down there. We said goodbye, and I went in this Chanel. I've been in this Chanel many times when I go to New York, but I wanted to see what they had. So I look all around, and let's see. I go in. Okay, I see this blue bag was.
Have you noticed she hasn't even said the name of the girl? It was Double Vanilla. Her name is whatever. She's such a nice girl. We had a good chat. No, all about Lisa.
Gorgeous. I don't know what that is, but it was gorgeous. And I have no plans whatsoever to buy anything else. I'm done. I'm just looking to see what they had. I really didn't think they'd even have anything that great. So I end up working with a really nice lady. Here, she brought me a Diet Coke. And I say, we're looking at all these different bags, and nothing's really speaking to me. And then the last minute, she said, here, I'm going to go get some different bags I think you might be interested in. I said, if you have anything yellow, if you'll bring it up. And you guys, look at this bag. I love this bag. This is the perfect shade of yellow that I wanted. I don't know if we call it.
When does she wear yellow? Is that our dinner? Probably.
I guess we call it mustard yellow, sunflower yellow. All the other yellow bags I kept coming across were like light pastel, Easter yellow, butter, lime, neon. This was the exact yellow that I wanted. And
I wanted. Right, I'm bailing out here. I will be back in a minute when I've had my dinner. See you in a minute. Right, I'm back. I'm forcing myself to come back because all I want to do now is go to sleep because I've eaten. Here we go, back to what she wanted.
don't know if we call it, I guess we call it mustard yellow, sunflower yellow.
I guess we call it.
All the other yellow bags I kept coming across were like light pastel, Easter yellow, butter, lime, neon. This was the exact yellow that I wanted. And I love a 19 bag. This is probably the most practical Chanel bag you will ever have. It's soft. It's lambskin, but it doesn't scratch up fast. It's easy to get in and out of. It
You're the only person that can't get in and out of a bag, Lisa.
has the silver hardware along with the gold. It has the top handle, so you can carry it like this, or you can do it crossbody. It's beautiful, and it has this, the best back pocket ever. So when she showed me this, I was like, that's it. That's it. I mean, she was laughing because that's how I am. I am just, that's what I want. So I got this, but guess what was still on my mind? They had it here at this store, but I wasn't going to do that to Maria.
I wasn't.
The beige Diana was still on my mind. So I thought to myself, I have to have that bag. I want it. It's soft. It has the back pocket. It's vintage looking.
I have to have it. I want it. Just sums her up, doesn't it? That's why she's doing these $111 fucking 2-hour Zoom things to pay for all the shit she bought in America. Keep saying America. In New York.
Then I have to have it. So here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this really quick as I can, and show you. Did I need this bag? No, but this bag is beautiful. It's kind of a lighter beige. See how it's more of like a sandy beige? And look at let's see, I'm not sure. She told me the name of it, but I don't know if you guys keep up with this. I just started paying attention to this stuff. But Chanel now does not have a creative director. So until they get one, they're using their whole team as a creative team. And what they did is they're re-releasing, like a lot of people do, they're re-releasing old vintage styles. And so this is kind of like a recreation of that vintage Diana bag. And so look at the great big back pocket. If you have a regular Chanel flat, it doesn't have this. It just has the valet back pocket, which is just enough to put like a 5 or 10 in, 20, whatever for the valet. I love that this has the full back pocket, and then look.
5 or 10 or 20 for the valet. Like you live that life. Fuck's sake.
Look at this chain, how gorgeous. And this one will go crossbody, whereas a regular Chanel flat bag won't. And then what's so cool about it too, like this might be the bag I would tell you to get out of all of them. What's so cool about this is look how it's got like the structured look of a classic Chanel flap, but it's still got the softness of like the Chanel 19, but yet it's not as casual. The Chanel 19 is a more casual bag. And this bag is everything. Honestly, so crazy. This is my favorite bag out of the whole thing because it just speaks to me. It just does. And this is the medium. There is a much smaller one. I don't know if there's a bigger one, but it does come in different colors. Like I think it comes in a red, beige, black, and I think it might come in pink. I'm not sure, but oh, beautiful. It is just gorgeous. Okay, so here I get back to the hotel and I kind of regroup a little bit. And then I thought, right down the road from my hotel, it might even be literally next door, is a J.Crew. And I have loved.
What is going on with her eye there? All I'm doing is concentrating on her brow. Goes all the way. What is that? It goes all the way down. I don't think the other one does it, does it? No, just that one. How weird is that? Anyway.
all of my J.Crew stuff so much. I was like, I'm going to go in that J.Crew and just see what they have. So I did a New York City J.Crew haul. Brooke is actually here now steaming some of my stuff. So I'm going to show you this stuff and hopefully I can get it steamed and try on for you. So here it is. Love it. The sweetest girls work in there. They really just helped me a lot and really got what I was going for, because when I went in there, I looked around. I was like, J.Crew is one of those places that you can go in and you can pretty much buy anything in there and really look very, very stylish. It's almost like,
Oh, really? A shop for plebs with cheap clothes where we can look stylish, really? Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you for finding it for us.
they're basics, but they're always in the coolest way. It's foolproof. Like I could have grabbed any two outfits in there and it been very, very stylish, even New York stylish. So that's what I did, is I wanted two outfits. And the denim that I chose is very, very, very designer inspired, because I have bought some really high-end designer denim lately, and I wanted to find some things that were very inspired by that. So these are the earrings that I got, and I love them. Very, very high-end designer inspired.
Very, very, are they? Very, very. Yeah, very, very.
I can't remember the girl's name, but you guys have probably seen them. They're hundreds of dollars. And look how big that is, but how it's not weighing my ear down. I also love too, when I put this on this morning, that it's solid in the back. Love these. Okay, so the first outfit I put together is this linen
You put together. You saw it on a fucking mannequin in the shop. Shut up.
white vest. And the reason I chose this is because it comes up a little bit higher. You can wear it on its own as a shirt, a top. You can wear it with skirts. You can wear it with jeans, dress pants, white linen pants, probably any white linen pants that you may have, white jeans, everything. This is going to be like a go-to piece of the summer, or you can unbutton it and wear it over things. I just thought this was a really, really pretty piece and very, very versatile. Then I
Very,
got
very.
this little, oh my gosh, so great. This little cashmere short sleeve black sweater, because I mean, everything about this is fabulous. Black, cashmere, and then this pair of jeans. You'll notice that's what's really popular now, and it was popular, I guess, on trend even when I was in the 90s for sure. Late 80s, early 90s was this darker denim, and I love contrast stitching. I know all of you
Fuck's
haven't been
sake.
here forever, but if you have, you know the things that I like. What I loved about these is they are the dark denim with the stitching, but these are not really like, some of them are pretty stiff and kind of hard. These are not. And I think these are going to look really good with the white vest and some little sandals. Then, I forgot I got more. Okay, I got 3 outfits. Okay, so my first outfit I was putting together in my mind for you guys was the white vest and those jeans. The next outfit, remember I told you about the Gwyneth slip skirt? My friend Tracy got this one, and so I knew about it and I asked him about it. I probably would have missed it. So I got the slip skirt with the black on black.
It's not it's a slip that you wear under a skirt. It's not something you go out in public in.
Like, I think they have it in white and black too. So this black slip skirt with this sweater, the difference in textures and everything with put on your little, you could wear heels or you could wear, I planned on doing a whole different video, but it's part of my trip. Okay. Or your like glossy tikis or your heels. Okay. Then the last outfit I put together, again, the dark denim. This has contrast stitching, but not white. This is more of your traditional denim stitching. These really reminded me of the jeans that I had on from Helmut Lang. I think that's what the name is. And I loved like the side. I loved the double waistband. Remember when I did my J.Crew video recently? I'll put the link up here. I remember seeing, and I think I told you in that video, that they really had some beautiful blazers. So I remembered they didn't have this one upstairs. I think they had just gotten it in, and I remembered it. So I asked a guy, they called him up because they said he loved blazers and he was always showing them and everything. And so they called him up and I said, I remember seeing a blue one, a really bright, I said, kind of like a cobalt blue one. He came right back up with it. I tried on the 6 and the 8 and I really loved how the 8 fits. So I am going to go give this stuff to Brooke so that she can steam it and I can try it on for you. Oh, I just love this. Such good stuff. I really love.
Okay, so she'll steam it for you to try it on, to do B-roll, and then do you wash it when you're going to keep it and actually wear it? Dear God, tell me you wash it. Not so much the blazer, but the rest of the stuff.
Love to. J.Crew is one of those brands. This is not sponsored. I literally just went into J.Crew, but it's not really like fast fashion. It's kind of in between fast fashion and high-end designer. It's that sweet spot where you'll notice that stuff will stay in stock for a long time and it's just trendy enough, but it's just basic enough too, that it's timeless. Like that skirt and all of that stuff will just last forever. Okay, so let's get on with my New York adventures here. Oh, and I saw the bag that I just got. Okay, then for dinner, I went back over there and had my burger with my egg. Do I get sick of eating the same thing? No, I don't. It's good every time. This is my view. Okay, then let's see. The next day, I wore my J.Crew cashmere black pants. I had no idea I was going to put together this outfit. Even though they're flared at the bottom, because they're soft and thin, they fit right down into my Quince boots. I wore a tank top. I wore the leopard cashmere J.Crew sweater, and I just threw on my jacket over it. So that was my travel outfit for the last day. I had breakfast. I halfway thought about walking down to Baltazar and eating down there. It's right down the street, and I've heard they have a great breakfast. But when you're a carnivore, you don't play around with your meals. A sure thing is so worth it. So I was like, no, if I go down there and I sit at a bad table and the food's not good, I will be so upset with myself for not having this experience. So I thought, let me pretend I live here one more day. I had eggs and bacon, and I actually did not need to get to the airport until 1. My flight was leaving at 3, but I was done. I only need
I should fucking think so. How much have you spent?
2 days, 2 full days and 2 nights there. That's all I need. I could not wait to come back. Could not wait to get back home. I didn't want to spend any
Brag about what you'd bought.
more money. I didn't need to shop anymore. The only thing I needed to do was I packed up, you can see here, and I went to Pop's Bagels. I actually did that thing again where I got the double Uber ride, went to Pop's Bagels, got my parents all the bagels, and then here I am in the Uber, and then I just went to the airport, and I was so early they had not even assigned my gate. So I just had my headphones and I just watched videos, and then I ended up knowing somebody on my flight. I talked to them and we flew back. John picked me up and came home. I'm someone too that when I get home, I unpack completely. I had all my laundry done and a shower by the next day. The only reason I didn't do this video on Sunday is because I missed my package. So I think that is it. Oh, it looked so pretty when, we were coming over. Wilmington. It's you know, like I say, I recognize all the different places. And then Will came in and got me. And my mom always said this, that when she used to go out of town with my dad sometimes, and she said, when I would come back and pick you guys up, you were just so pretty, just so beautiful. She said it was like, you know, I hadn't seen you in a while and just you were so pretty. And that's how it was when the doors opened and there was Will coming in to get me. And I was like, oh my God. He's so beautiful. So thank you guys.
Oh, go fuck yourself. You're only saying that because we say you never pay that child any fucking compliments at all. May as well not fucking have him for the amount you talk about him. Oh, he was so beautiful. If you believe that, you believe anything.
So much for watching. Let me show you what I'm wearing today. I have on the J.Crew.
Oh, holy fuck. Nope. I'd picked out another fucking thumbnail, but I'm going to continue to do these ones until somebody gets her to fucking eat something.
So much for watching. Let me show you what I'm wearing today. I have on the
When she had them straight, they looked worse.
Guys, so much for watching. Let me show you what I'm wearing today. I have on.
Really? I have to choose between them.
The J.Crew dress. This is, if you don't get anything that I've shown from this whole haul, get this dress. It is so fabulous. I've got on just my Dolce & Gabbana Havaianas. They were limited edition. And you could dress this up. You could put boots on with it, flip-flops, a blazer, anything. It is just a wonderful, look at all of the gathers all the way down the front and all the way down the back. A lot of forgiveness, a lot of style, sexy, all the things. And thank you guys so much for being here. My lip combo today is Estee Lauder Showstopper and a lip liner from Say. I will list it below. Thank you for everything, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to me brag for 2 hours or whatever it was. Holy hell, people, we made it to the end, and if you made it with me, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.